Hi everyone, I'm Nono, and I am back after a long pause. So it was because of a couple of reasons, including me figuring out that some of my content was used without my consent. So that kind of discouraged me to, get on here and share what I know, and which is also continuing doing what I'm doing. So that happened, but I'm here again because a lot of people have DM'd me, direct messaged me on some things that they would love to know more about. So I really wanted to share these things as well, these areas as well. So we're going to look at that today. So today we're going to talk about errors when it comes to consistent writing. So that includes ellipsis and parallelism. So let's take a look. Now let's take a look at mistakes in writing. So on this slide, we have ellipses and parallelism. What are they? But before we dive into that, I just want to mention something. So, so because this is a writing topic, when you write, you will feel something like you get the flow of writing. You want to write more, you get so many ideas, and basically you're enjoying the process. But what happens most of the time is you forget to check what you have done already. So it's not like having a complete vision of what you want your ideas to look like on paper. So you don't really have a bird's eye view of the complete sentence. What we usually do is we write and we continue doing that, but somehow forget to look back. So ellipses and parallelism are the things that are going to be helpful, hopefully, in this kind of situation. So let's take a look at that. So ellipsis is the action of omitting the same words um, when you write them for the second time in the same sentence, uh, so that you don't repeat them again, basically. Okay, but for parallelism, it's about having consistency in using verbs, nouns, clauses, phrases, and so on to talk about, like I said, the same thing in the same timeline or time period. So basically the same story. Now, with that in mind, let's look at these two examples. Which one do you think is correct? Let's try to brainstorm a little bit. Pause the video right here to take your time and think about what the implications, the potential implications could be for both options. So number one, what other possible meanings could you think about? Follow-up questions. Like I said, criticism. Number two, do the same thing. All right, if you're ready, let's talk about it. So number one, it actually causes a lot more confusion compared to two. Why is that? So let's take a look. She is better at math than her brother. Generally, this is a complete meaning and you already have closure. It's pretty clear. But if you want to get a little more skeptical about it, you could be comparing about anything. Even though it says math, it could be about personal life, your innate abilities that you're born with. Maybe this is something that you're gifted, okay? And it could be about personal traits. It could also be academic abilities at school that include being good at only the prescribed chapters in the school criteria and or curriculum. So the context here is very vague compared to number two. The readers of this sentence could ask a lot of questions, just like what I just said. What do you mean? Right? So compare with number two. You could, in number two, you could actually see some ellipsis. It says he is. Her brother is. So her brother is good at math or his current skill. And there is some parallelism being used. She is better. She is. Her brother is. So it's a direct comparison. What are you comparing? The skill. She is better at math. her brother is. So the word is, this simple little modification, if you may call it like that, refers to the meaning of embodying something. You know, the verb to be is the meaning of embodying something or being something. And in this case, the math skills. Math skills are is the thing that we're talking about here. And making direct comparisons. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope this helps.